Hello and welcome to Tarot from the Crypt. I am Lotus Godsage. We are in the landing of May, and today we're about to get into a Cancer general reading. So, water sign, Cancer. This will be a general reading. Let's see what Tarot has for you. So, Cancer, we start your reading with the Three of Wands in reverse. Either you may be struggling or coming out of making a decision in which you are looking to see the fulfillment of now. With this Three of Wands in reverse, this decision that you've made to go forward with, it may not be offering you the fulfillment that you're seeking, or it may be that you're not just able to see the fulfillment that's present within the situation. Because this Three of Wands saying that you've made a decision to move forward with something is immediately followed by the Six of Cups in reverse. The Six of Cups, a card of nostalgia or longing for the past. In reverse, it could say that you're looking too far forward towards the future. Although this card is in reverse, it may be actually asking you, Cancer, to look back on the past. Because following this Six of Cups, we have the World card, which speaks to the end of a cycle, or maybe a lot of thoughts or opinions swirling around in your head. But this ending of a cycle following your Six of Cups in reverse, that speaks of the past and nostalgia, it beckons the message that you might be looking too far forward towards the future, and not actually focusing on the present. But following the World card, you have the Nine of Cups upright, which is it's your wish fulfillment card. It's your card of the promises of a happily ever after. I like to call it the beginning of the happily ever after, where the Ten of Cups is the end of the happily ever after. But just looking across this first row here, Cancer, it seems what you're dealing with is more so of a mental and an emotional strife, which doesn't make it less valid or less important. But I identify that to help focus the efforts that need to be put into resolving this internal strife. But to bridge your Three of Wands in reverse, your Six of Cups in reverse, we have the Sun of Life, the Sun card upright. This Sun card speaks to a deep desire, a passion, a, a burning a burning desire to bring forth life. And the Sun upright, bridging this Three of Wands and Six of Cups in reverse, it speaks to the fulfillment. And maybe this Six of Cups in reverse, this past of nostalgia, is a reference to an essence or a part of yourself that you're looking for. And that you're looking for in efforts to find this wish fulfillment with this Nine of Cups. It's all seeming to point more so towards an internal desire about self, not an internal desire about the external world here, Cancer. You know, it's very much coming up self-reflection and cycles of self. I was looking for another term that refers to the, not necessarily the race, but the process of birth and death and cycling of self, much like the Ouroboros, which eats its own tail and rejuvenates itself through eating away at the parts of itself that can be digested and used for nourishment in a better way. Following this, the Sun of Life, you have the Four of Stones or the Four of Pentacles, protection in reverse. This Four of Pentacles in reverse falling on the Six of Cups in reverse and the World card. It's a message that you're coming out of a stage in a state of overbearing self-protection, not greed in a sense, but more so of you're coming out of a state of survival and anxiety and high alertness as it pertains to being able to sustain and being able to acquire peace and protection and comfort within this spread of internal desires and internal ideologies and reflections of self. This Four of Pentacles in reverse, it kind of feels like more so armor that you're putting onto yourself for protection. And following this Four of Pentacles in reverse, you have another four, the Four of Swords. Pictured here, the Four of Arrows upright. This Four of Arrows speaks of rest. You know, it speaks of reflection. It speaks of a downtime, which is much like what is going on here within the Sun card. It's a chance to go within and focus. So to bridge your Sun of Life and your Four of Pentacles in reverse, you have the Ace of Wands in reverse. The same fiery but yet earthly representation as we have the planet, which in this case it's below the wand. It's speaking to the sense of, although it's in reverse, you know, it shows you in a sense giving something to yourself internally. It's opposed to giving it away from yourself. This Ace of Wands under the Six of Cups, it still speaks of this desire to reach some type of fulfillment, with this Ace of Wands being the beginning passions and the beginning energies that leads to the emotional fulfillment of the Nine of Cups, which is diagonal to. It shows that however you're, however you are perceiving this situation, Cancer, it's coming off as a struggle, but following the Ace of Wands and bridging your Four of Stones, your Four of Pentacles, and your Four of Swords. To bring those cards together, you have the Knight of Swords. And to relate it back to the armor, which it seems that you were in the process of doing with the Four of Stones and the rest in the internal reflection, it seems that that internal reflection will bring about a clarity as we see the Knight's Sword, which is about, thought and a clear mind. We see you coming out of this state of rest and rejuvenation with a sense of a direction and the path you need to take to go forward, Cancer. So to close this reading up, we'll go to the Animal Spirit deck, but it seems to be that you are doing a lot of self-work, which is a very good thing, Cancer. As a water sign, it's good to see you dealing with all of your emotional energies with a positive and a proactive perspective. It's now that I look at all the cups and the wands, and we have the sun here, and the Ace of Wands with the fire. It's giving me the image of a boiling kettle. So if you are in a situation where, as we spoke to the World card earlier, a lot of opinions and a lot of mentalities and ideologies of the world are causing pressure on you. Pressure will cause temperature if you're not already boiling on the inside from your own anger. If you're not supplying their own source of heat, the pressure could cause, a boiling to go on within you, Cancer. And if that's the situation that you're dealing with here, then yes, definitely do put armor on to reinforce yourself so that you don't explode, but also so that you are protected from what is bearing down on you. But to go to your animal spirit card, we have the Whale in reverse. Another water energy with which deals with basically the whole weight of the ocean bearing down on it. So Cancer, out of balance, let's see if we can find the means to provide strength or a second wind here as we end off the landing of May. But the Whale card is the desire to delve deeper, is profound peace and ancient wisdom. The Whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them, giving them stability, strength, and depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost, and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. When in balance, the whale is calm, steady, and deeply compassionate, which you may be feeling the dark side of with this Ace of Wands here in reverse and your Sun card upright. But when out of balance, the well is heavy, and it slips into old stories or old behaviors or patterns of being. But to bring into care, it is recommended, well, to bring into balance for the well, self care is what is recommended. And it seems that is definitely what you're dealing with here, Cancer, a dilemma of self care. It may be dealing with the care of yourself as opposed to the care of others, but without a proper functioning self, you won't be able to adequately help others. So, Cancer, this has been your general reading for the landing of May 2021. And as always, I am Lotus God Sage, asking you to love yourself and others. Peace.